What's up everyone? Welcome to Trailer Spot, and today we will be talking about the best upcoming movies. Keanu Reeves finally reveals when the first John Wick spin-off takes place. The John Wick franchise will expand itself further in 2023, with John Wick Chapter 4 releasing next March, and its spin-off film, Ballerina, set to be released later during the year, though an official release date has not yet been disclosed. Reeves has been confirmed to reprise his role as the Boogeyman in the spin-off, alongside Ana de Armas, who will be leading the film. Now, during a recent appearance at CCXP, Reeves has spilled the beans on when the spin-off takes place. While some audience members may have believed that it would be set after the events of John Wick Chapter 4, the actor confirms otherwise. He said, "So the film Ballerina that Ana de Armas stars in, being directed by Len Wiseman, has already started filming, and it takes place between John Wick Chapter 3 and John Wick Chapter 4. DC's The Flash movie release date moves up 1 week. The Flash is directed by Andy Muschietti and produced by Warner Brothers. It stars Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, the titular hero, Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton as two versions of Batman, and Sasha Calle as Supergirl. The Flash was previously slated for release on June 23, 2023. It landed at this date after a number of schedule changes. Now Warner Brothers Pictures has moved the release dates of The Flash once again. This time though, it has been bumped up by a week, rather than delayed for months. Instead of releasing on June 23, 2023, The Flash is now scheduled to debut on June 16, 2023. The chances of an Alita Battle Angel sequel happening seem strong, as the original film's producer gives a hopeful update for Alita Battle Angel 2. 20th Century Fox launched the live-action movie franchise based on the acclaimed manga in 2019, after years of James Cameron developing the film. Robert Rodriguez ultimately directed Alita Battle Angel, which starred Rosa Salazar as Alita, and received mixed reviews. However, the movie earned over $400 million worldwide, giving hope that a sequel would happen at some point. But fans have mostly been left in the dark during the last 3 years. Finally, a fairly positive update on the possibility of Alita Battle Angel 2 happening has arrived. With James Cameron preparing to release Avatar: The Way of Water, his producing partner John Landau spoke to Deadline on the red carpet of the film's world premiere. Landau also produced Alita Battle Angel, and he mentioned the sequel as a project they are hoping to work on in the near future. He said, "Well, there's a little film called Alita Battle Angel that we'd love to circle back and do a sequel to. Been talking to Robert about that, and hopefully that comes to fruition." When asked how far away the Alita Battle Angel sequel is from happening, Landau said he did not want to give a timeline publicly that fans and reporters could hold against him. Aladdin 2 receives a hopeful update from lead star Mena Massoud, as he gives insights into the live-action Disney remake sequel's production. Massoud starred as the titular hero alongside Will Smith's Genie and Naomi Scott's Princess Jasmine in Guy Ritchie's 2019 musical Fantasy. Aladdin revisited the tale of the original 1992 animated feature, telling the story of how the orphaned Aladdin discovered a magic lamp containing Smith's powerful genie, and uses the 3 wishes bestowed upon him to become a prince in order to win the affection of Princess Jasmine, all the while being targeted by Marwan Kenzari's treacherous sorcerer, Jafar. During an interview with Variety, when discussing his upcoming romantic comedy, Hotel for the Holidays, Massoud offered insights into the current status of Aladdin 2 following its announcement in 2020. While he was unsure of whether any major steps had been taken before production could begin, the star did state that 2 new writers had been brought on board to develop a new draft, before emphasizing his hopes that the sequel will go ahead. As Loki Season 2 gets set to become the 3rd live-action MCU series to debut in 2023, Marvel Studios recently added a new actor to the cast to portray its villain. Tom Hiddleston is set to bring back his iconic God of Mischief back for new rounds of action in summer 2023, making Loki the first live-action Disney Plus show to move forward into a second season. While not too many story details are known yet for Season 2, it's clear that Loki will be in for some of the biggest challenges of his life as he works more closely with the Time Variance Authority. Now, while the big bad of Loki's next season is still unknown with regard to the character, Marvel Studios has added a big name to the cast to play that role. According to Deadline, a new mystery villain has been cast in Loki Season 2. Game of Thrones alums Katie Dickey reportedly joined the Loki cast in the villainous role earlier this year during the second season's production. Unfortunately, specific details about Dickey's villain have yet to be shared. After nearly 2 years of teases, producer Kelly McCormick has shared a very promising Nobody 2 filming start update. Bob Odenkirk led the cast of the 2021 action thriller as Hutch Mansell, a seemingly mild-mannered middle-aged father whose past as a former government assassin comes to light after a home invasion puts him on a dangerous path, intersecting with a local Russian mob boss. Helmed by Hardcore Henry's Ilya Naishuller and penned by John Wick creator Derek Kolstad, Nobody was a critical and commercial hit, leaving many eager to see a follow-up. While speaking with Collider to discuss the Christmas action movie, Violent Night, Kelly McCormick was asked about the progress on Nobody 2. The 87 North producer teased that filming could start on the Bob Odenkirk-led sequel next year, and was very excited about the progress being made on the project. Shrek and Puss in Boots star Antonio Banderas has teased the return of his ferocious feline character in Shrek 5. Banderas has played Puss in Boots since Shrek 2 and has gone on to reprise his role in the third and fourth films of the franchise. In addition, Banderas has also starred as the feline hero of San Ricardo throughout his own spin-off film series, with the second installment, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, set for a wide theatrical release on December 21st. According to Deadline, Banderas gave audiences at the Red Sea Film Festival an update on the Shrek franchise's future, stating that there will likely be a Shrek 5 sometime in the future. He also implied he would be returning as Puss in Boots both in Shrek 5 and a possible third installment of the character's titular spin-off series. New details may have emerged regarding the villain for Marvel Studios' Deadpool 3. According to Scooper, Daniel Richtman on his Patreon, Deadpool 3 is looking to cast a female villain in her 30s, 40s, or 50s who will act as a lead and an adversary to Deadpool and Wolverine. The production is also reportedly looking for a male BIPOC lead, described as a strong actor who could also have comedy and will have scenes with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. This information apparently comes from a casting grid and has not been confirmed by Marvel or Disney. While the potential villain for Deadpool 3 has not yet been revealed, there have also been reports that Owen Wilson will co-star in the upcoming threequel, reprising his role as Mobius from Disney Plus's Loki. Daniel RPK also recently reported that Ryan Reynolds is looking to bring Channing Tatum in for a cameo as Gambit, though this has not been confirmed. Reynolds will reprise his role as Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, for Deadpool 3. Reynolds has been vague about the progress of the upcoming threequel, though he did promise fans earlier this year that they could expect more detailed information about Deadpool 3 coming soon. It has since been confirmed that Hugh Jackman will reprise his role as Wolverine, a character he has portrayed in 7 X-Men films. Though details on the plots remain scarce, it was previously confirmed by Marvel Studios president and chief creative officer Kevin Feige in January 2021 that Deadpool 3 will be set within the MCU and retain the R rating of the previous 2 Deadpool films. Marvel Studios has tapped Sean Levy as the director for Deadpool 3. Levy and Reynolds have worked together on 2 films so far, including 2021's Free Guy and the recently released Netflix film, The Atom Project. The director has also expressed interest in being the lucky son of a bitch to tackle the next Deadpool film. Deadpool 3 is set to debut in theaters on September 6, 2024. After troubling reports about the DC Universe emerged this week, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn has shared a statement on what's actually going on with the franchise. Since November 1st, DC Studios has been operating as part of Warner Bros. Discovery's new strategy to take the DCU in a new direction. Gunn and Peter Safran were hired to lead the new division, which is replacing DC Films and was previously managed by Walter Hamada. Gunn is focusing on the creative side of DC Studios, while Safran is taking care of the business aspects. Gunn has now finally spoken out on Twitter to respond to the reports that was initially shared about various DCU projects and the future of DC Studios. Projects that were supposedly being scrapped were Wonder Woman 3, Man of Steel 2, and there were no plans for further Aquaman movies with Jason Momoa. There were also claims that Henry Cavill's Superman had filmed a cameo for the Flash movie, but that it was unclear if it would be used or not. While Gunn wouldn't go into specifics, the DC Studios boss made it clear that not all of it is true. One part of this week's report was that Gunn and Safran were getting ready to present their big 10-year plan to Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav next week, but that has yet to be confirmed. Since Gunn stated that DC Studios are still just beginning, it's possible the meeting next week is one of the claims that aren't true. Given how they have only been in their roles for a month, it wouldn't be a shock if it won't be until early 2023 that the DC Studios bosses present to Zaslav their vision for the franchise. While Gunn has given some clarity, it still remains to be seen what parts of the DCU reports were actually true, and which of them were false or half-truths. What is likely accurate is the status of Wonder Woman 3, as Patty Jenkins nor Gal Gadot have come out with a statement about the threequel supposedly being dead. However, Wonder Woman 3 getting scrapped would also explain why Gadot shared an emotional post for her Wonder Woman casting anniversary, a day before the DCU reports came out in the press. Another element that is without a doubt true is the Batman 2 status as not being affected by the DC Studios overhaul. Since Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has yet to come out in theaters, it likely won't be until late next year that things will become clear if Momoa is truly done with his franchise. That would also probably be the time when they confirm once and for all if Momoa is actually getting ready to star as a different DCU character, with many speculating it to be Lobo. As far as the other Justice League actors go, it may not be until the Flash movie that it will be determined if they are rebooting the franchise or still continuing with some of the stars. With 2022 reaching its end, 2023 will hopefully come with updates about the DCU sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.